Alright everyone, so in this video here, you notice I actually have some stuff here. Anyway, so these are Neo Geo Pocket Color games. Now, in my area where I live at, which is in the Atlanta, Georgia area, this is something I typically don't see as much anymore. I used to see a lot, even a couple of years ago. Now, it's more like a once in a blue moon type of thing. So, if I do notice Neo Geo Pocket games, I actually take the extra time to see what games they are, because this is something I normally don't see anymore. Especially this here, which I'll explain to you in a minute. But where I work at, there's a retro video game store basically just down the street from where I work at, which is a lot better now than they used to, when they first opened, or when I first found out about the place. The store was a little bit on the janky side, to be quite honest, but they're a lot better now, which is good. But I do like the guys running the place. They're actually really nice guys, and they actually do give a crap about how they put labels on stuff, and their pricing is actually reasonable. Though I don't really fault him for this, but most people now base their pricing off of eBay, which is it's a little frustrating, but I also understand why they do that too. I mean, if I was running a business, I don't want to just undercut. That way someone can just go and flip it, which I'll probably be contradicting myself with this, but I'll explain to you this in a minute. So while I was there, they actually had only two, or at least I only noticed two Neo Geo Pocket Colors. It's this one here, which is in Japanese. I don't know what that says. I actually have the label here where it actually does have the name. It's Shigeru Mizuki's Ghost Photo Gallery. I have no idea what this is. It says Photo Gallery. Maybe it's a picture app or something. All I know is I don't have this. The Neo Geo Pocket Color is actually one of the only portable consoles I actually collect for. The other one, if you're wondering, is the Atari Lynx. But if I don't have the game, I'm most likely going to pick it up. So that's why I got this. The other one here is Puzzle, or Picture Puzzle. And it looks like... Okay. So yeah, I don't... Yeah, I guess they're Neo Geo Pocket Colors, but even if these were Neo Geo Pocket games, the Pocket Colors compatible with them anyway, so I'm not worried about that. But this is probably just a puzzle game. I have not had a chance to play these games yet. I'll probably make a video on these games later on, but I just want to show you what I picked up. Now, this other stuff here, there's actually a store not too far from the Mall of Georgia area, which is closer where I live at, if you're wondering. Don't stalk me. But there's a store called Second and Charlie. Now, it's a fairly big store inside, for what it is. But it's a second-hand type of store. So they do sell some new stuff, but it's mostly like either like third-party video game accessory, or like the third-party clone consoles, things like that, pop figures, certain comics and toys and board games. But for the most part, it's second-hand stuff, used stuff. So while I was there, I was looking through the games, and I was also looking at pop figures. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big pop figure fan, but I do have some. Well, when I say some, I have all the Doom variants of the pop figures, including the Demons, the GameStop exclusives, and the standard one. And now is the Alien. I'll probably see if there's a Predator version, just because of the Alien versus Predator thing going on. But yeah, I saw this there. It's like $10. I'll get it. Plus, also, as long as the pop figures are not like the standard cookie cutter pop figure style that they normally do, I actually prefer those, or I prefer these kinds over the standard pop figure cookie cutter version. So this is not your typical style, even though it's the larger head with the smaller body, but the shape is completely different. So it's more unique, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I'll put that to the side. This was actually a big surprise because I have not seen this in years. And when I saw it, it's like, I don't know if I should pick it up, mainly because I already have 2 of the games, but I don't have these 2 here. Now, some people might be saying, it's like, okay, so what are you going to do with these? I'll probably just trade it back to that other video game store, that video game trader store, or flip it on eBay or something. I'm not sure yet. I already have these 2 games, Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure, which is a really good game. The Match of the Millennium, also a really good fighter for it. But I do not have The Last Blade or Puzzle Bubble Mini. I don't have these 2. This was $30. Now, the reason why I was second guessing is like, is it really worth it? But the more I thought about it, it's like, okay, even if these games typically go for $10 each, typically, I'm already saving $10. I know I already have 2 of the games. I can always flip it or trade it in or something. But I don't have these 2. I did look up The Last Blade on eBay, and according to the sold listings, this game typically sells for between $20 to $40 just by itself. So $30, even if I was to pick this up by itself, I'll probably be spending that amount anyway. Plus, I don't have Puzzle Bubble Mini. So, and I can flip these and recoup the $30 or some of the $30 I spent on this. So at the end of the day, I don't think I actually did too bad on this. I can even use these as trade, if I want to trade a game with someone or something, But anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and open this up. And I will say one thing. This is actually the 3rd shoot I'm doing because I tend to talk too much. But, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go this way. Let's see if that works. You know what? This plexus is actually kind of cracked here. I'll just use that to my advantage. And over the weekend I did get a new knife, because the other knife I have didn't really cut worth shit, and honestly it's actually more dangerous to use a dull knife than a sharp knife. And if I cut myself with this knife, then that is definitely contradicting myself. But I can tell the way this thing was stored, plastic's a little bit on the brittle side. Alright, let's get those to the side, and get those plastic covers out. Now, just a little backstory on this. If you're wondering, it's like, wait a minute. I thought the Neo Geo Pocket Colors were actually officially released here in the US. They were. They actually had official boxes and everything. The problem is that by the time it came out here, SNK basically went bankrupt, and another company bought out, or I guess SNK liquidated their entire stock of their portable system. And what that company ended up doing after they bought their entire stock was they basically repackaged everything into these blister packs, selling in 4-packs, and then selling for a set price. I don't know what the actual price were during the time, but I guess it was cheaper for them to do it this way versus design their own console, own games and everything. It's like, well, we bought this entire stock of stuff, let's just repackage it. So these 2 games I actually already have. So that's not really the main draw, at least with me, but it's really with these 2 games. Puzzle Bubble Mini and The Last Blade. These 2 games I actually do not have. Now, something I am going to do is I'm going to cheat, and I'm actually going to use these new ones because they're the exact same cases too. So it's not like, and they're newer, and they don't look ugly. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to keep the better looking cases, and of course these will either get traded or sold off because I already have those games. And then these can just go in here. Sweet. Now, if you're wondering, yes, I actually do have another copy of that game. But I'm going to keep these to the side because this one actually did fully complete, so it has a save on here, so I don't want to get that mixed up. And what was the other? Match of the Millennium. I bet it's actually, no, it's right here. And here's my other copy. So like I said, I'm going to keep those to the side. So yeah, these were the 2 main games I wanted from that pack, and then the other, this stuff here will get traded or sold off because I don't need them. I already have it. I'm really someone that I don't want to have multiple copies of the same game because if someone else has a system out there, I want them to actually enjoy the game too. That's just how I think. But yeah, if you're wondering, I actually do have the official case for it too, so that's actually kind of cool too. But yeah, 4 more games to add to my Neo Geo Pocket Color collection here. So several years ago, I did make a video on my collection of games for the system. I may have to do an updated version just because I did add more games to this. But yeah. So these are the 4 games I got recently. And if you're wondering which one I have, this is the one I have. I actually like this color. Yeah, I know they got like camouflage blue and all those weird looking colors, but I like this. How you call this? Man, I'm having a brain fart right now. Anyway, but yeah, that's the. Those were the pickups. I guess before I end this video, I guess I could turn this on. I guess we'll see what these games are like. Is there a contrast on this? Oh wow, it's all in Japanese. I have no idea what this is saying. Oh, that's so funny. Wow, I cannot read this at all. That's so funny. Man, if I cannot play, that's going to kind of suck. Okay. This is how the game is starting out. Come on, camera. Focus. Sorry about the reflection. It's a little hard to play like that, but this is how the game is starting out. I don't know if this is an RPG or an action-adventure or something, but yeah, it's that photo gallery thing. I'm going by what that label said. It could have been mislabeled. If anyone can read that, let me know what this is, if that's not the correct name for it. Let's go ahead and check out Puzzle Bubble Mini. Ooh, it's a Taito game. Cool. You know what? Yeah, this... This is exactly what I thought was the puzzle ball. I don't know why I was thinking this was something different, but it's exactly what this is. That's actually cool because I actually don't have a version of this kind of game. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy to have this one. Let's look at this picture puzzle. See what this is all about. It is nice how you can just press B just to essentially bypass all that. Picture puzzle. What is this saying here? Yeah, let's go new. Okay, I have no freaking clue what this game is about. It's a puzzle game. Has some numbers on this grid thing, and apparently there's like 3 different ways. So you can have a solid or the S thing or blank. I have no idea. I may have to do some research on this game to see how this game works. But yeah, that's a picture puzzle. And the last one, which is actually the one I was really interested in, is The Last Blade. I'm going to assume this is a fighting game. I don't really know much about this game. I'm assuming it's a fighting game. It is SNK. They tend to have a lot of fighting games for their systems. So that's why I'm assuming this is. So far, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's a fighting game. Yep, it's a fighting game. So yeah, another fighting game to the roster of fighting games I have for the system. But yeah. Anyway, those were the games I picked up. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on the games I have for the system, but yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this. It's actually kind of cool. This is just one of these systems that kind of gets overlooked compared to the other SNK consoles, to be quite honest with you. But I will say this. if you're interested in one of the SNK systems, the Neo Geo Pocket Color is actually the cheapest way to play the SNK games, apart from getting like a compilation disc for one of the major consoles. But in terms of playing the actual SNK games on an SNK hardware, this is actually the cheapest way, and it's portable. But I do kind of wish this was backlit. That would have been really helpful. But that's really the only complaint I have with the system. Anyway, this video's gone on for way too long. But anyway, that's it. Like always, have a good one. Leave those comments down below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And like always, have a good one.